Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's Eric Coffin. I'm here at the 2020 Toronto Metal Investors Forum, just ahead of the PDAC. I'm here with Ian Klassen. He's the CEO of Grande Portage Resources, GPG, on the venture. It's a company that I follow in the HRA Advisories newsletters. Grande Portage has been working on a property called Herbert for several years now, but things have really kind of accelerated in the last year or two. Herbert's a very high-grade gold vein deposit close to tidewater in Alaska. I was certainly, I was surprised at how much the resource grew the last time you guys did an estimate. I mean, can you give us a thumbnail of where Herbert is sitting now in terms of resource?
You bet. Thanks, Eric. When we acquired an interest in the property, it was back in 2010. We drilled it for 3 seasons and came up with an inaugural resource calculation of just shy of 200,000 ounces in the indicated category at 7 grams. We then matured the project through another drill season and filed another report which showed considerable growth in both indicated and inferred categories, and also an increase in the grade. Our most recent drill season was in 2018, and that enabled us in 2019 to file the resource calculation we have on right now, which is 606,500 ounces at 10 grams and 251,000 at 14 grams.
Yeah, so I mean, you're looking at an 850,000 ounce resource, and I think it's important to note with Herbert that I mean, this is something that promoters say all the time, but I mean, you really only scratch the surface. I mean, given some sort of unusual characteristics, I guess you could say, of Herbert, you've got a pretty good idea what these vein targets look like at surface.
Yeah.
And you did some LiDAR last year, I believe it was, and you got a heck of a lot of target you literally haven't touched yet, I suppose.
Oh, absolutely. We've identified to date 5 east-west tracking veins that are super steep, almost 90 degrees as they sit, 200 meters apart from each other. We've only partially drill tested 3 out of those 5, and never really to any depth. One of the hallmark signatures of mesothermal veining is, as you know, they run very deep, and up in that neck of the woods, they can run 3,500 feet deep or deeper. Right. And we've only tested down about 750 feet at this point.
Right.
So to pick up on your other point, we recently ran a LiDAR survey over the entire property block, and we were able to identify 16 parallel substructures, which really increase the capacity on our property by about 1,400 meters to the south, as well as to the north.
And so this year, I mean, you've just carried out a couple of financings. You're fully funded for the next drill phase, and you hear Alaska, and you might be thinking, okay, well, yeah, Ian's going to go up there like the end of July. You're actually going to be trying to get in there, I mean, relatively soon. It's March now. Yeah.
We're a helicopter-supported project. We're 6 minutes from the Juneau airport, but we are close to tidewater. We're close to a skilled workforce. We're close to blacktop. We will be in there, I hope, by the end of April to conduct an initial part of our drill project, and then back up in mid-June for the balance until the end of October.
Okay. So end of October is pretty comfortable. You can work that late.
You can, and we have. It just it becomes a little bit of a diminishing return with changing out crews, 12-hour shifts because of the amount of daylight. But that would be our only encumbrance.
Okay, and I think so. This initial drill phase, you'll just be drilling for grade, and I think it's worth pointing out. I mean, there's been a lot of pretty impressive drill holes off this area. You also did some met work last year. I think your metallurgy looks quite good as well.
Yeah, our first met work in bottle rolls goes back to 2010, and we've consistently come back after testing on the 3 primary veins that we've drilled thus far, with results in the mid to high 90s.
Okay, those are all really good looking numbers. In this area too, I mean, it's not like, as Ian mentioned, it's not particularly remote. 6 minute flight in a chopper from the Juneau airport, but this is also this trend is a mining area currently. It's not
is
something where there's no mining activity.
Yeah, that's correct. Core Mining, a very substantial company, is operating to the north with their Kensington mine. That's about 25 kilometers to the north, and we're almost dead center between them and the historic AJ and Treadwell mines, which were, when in operation, were the largest mines of producing gold in the world at the time. And we're literally just between those two entities.
Okay, and so they've just done a financing. It's funded. I think it's a great story. The market loves high grade. You've got the potential to, because you're not drilling, you don't have to drill particularly long holes. You can generate a lot of drill holes, a lot of reporting. This year. High grade veins. It's one of those stories where I think a few people know about it, but the truth of the matter is, the other thing you're doing now, and it's an important part of the job, and I think it's germane to anyone looking at the company, is after a couple of years of being quiet, because there was no point in not being quiet. The company you're basically marketing, you're getting out there again, and it's a story that I don't think is really that widely known. I mean, you're just starting to get it around now.
Absolutely, and it's important to point out that we would be the envy of a lot of other outfits, because this is such a predictable vein system that we've tapped into, that in 154 holes we've never missed a vein.
Right.
So they're that predictable, and sometimes the mining gods are smiling when you go down and you go into a vein that has a true width of 15 meters of better than 37 grams, and others, are mining widths on average are between 1 meter and 5 and more. So we hope to encounter a lot of the latter. Yeah,
I think it's a great story. There'll be great news flow this year. Long, 2-phase drill program. Probably reporting from June until December, January. It's a great high grade story for a good gold market. Grande Portage, GPG on the venture. Thanks for coming by, Ian.
Thank you. Appreciate it.